Hello everyone, welcome back to the stream. How are you doing? That's good. Alright, so anyway. Yeah, gonna be doing some random stuff today. I'll show you what I've been working on. And I don't know, we'll just see. I do have some art that I want to do. So we might do a lot of that this stream, but we'll see. Anyway, before I get into everything, I want to remind everyone that Alchemortis is available for wish listing. It also has a public playtest available, so if you want to try the game out or try the playtest out, you can go to the Steam page, click this request access button, and you'll be let right into the playtest. That playtest will be ending on Monday, so a couple of days left to try the game out. And also, I've got the Patreon where you could support the project financially if you so choose. The top tier here will actually get your name in the Alchemortis in-game credits when it launches. So as long as you subscribe to this tier for at least 1 month, you can be added to the Alchemortis in-game credits when the game is released. And I also have my Udemy courses available for sale. This is the most recent one, which will teach you how to build a complete online cooperative multiplayer game in Godot 4. So this one covers the high-level networking tools that are available to you in Godot. But I also have other courses, so check those out. Everything's linked in the description below. So we're done with that. Okay, so what have I been working on? Yesterday in the afternoon, I did a couple of things. So I made basically everything deterministic with the seed. So now when you share a seed with somebody, or if you share a seed with somebody, excuse me. Wow. If you share a seed with somebody in the future, there's not really a way to do that in the current playtest, but in the future you can play a specific seed, and that will basically be exactly the same as the person who shared the seed with you. So all the boosters will have the same inventories, the enchants will have the same options, and those were really the only two things where it wasn't deterministic, was the enchant options and the booster options. So all those have been made deterministic. I implemented minimum notoriety region for card loot tables, meaning that we now have region appropriate cards being generated for each region, which means we also need to beef up the amount of cards available. And I also did some cleanup here related to this. The one thing that I've been experimenting with now is finalizing these board borders. So I've been trying to add a little bit of animation to the boards just to get some new life. I'm not entirely in love with this approach, but there's a number of weird issues with the board edges based on, you know, sizing and whatnot. Is this not going to run? What is going on here? Okay, here we go. So I added some animation to the borders. I don't think I like it though. It's not looking that great, but we might play around with this some more, or we could just go straight into some art. I don't know. But yeah, let's say hello to everyone. Asymmetric's last, welcome back. Always good to see you. Defected Gaming, hello. Ben, welcome back. V, good to see you. I'm doing good. How are you doing? Hello, Mark. Gerhardt Media, welcome. Yeah, we'll probably be doing some art today. Have I tried doing a multi-platform stream? Yeah, the problem is Twitch doesn't let you put chat on stream from other platforms. So if I streamed on Twitch, I would not be able to do this like comment highlighting. It would be a violation of the Twitch terms of service. Also, I think Twitch is just like terrible. Every time I go on Twitch, I just get bombarded with like 5-minute ads and I'm like, okay, I'm not staying here. All my homies love art, yeah. Hello, Rin, welcome back. Are you going to do the Bone Dragon and Idol? No, I'm not. Not today. Hello, Snupbill. Thank you for the IDR 10,000. Very much appreciate that. Always very generous with the message yummers. Thank you, thank you. Hello, Ninja Link. Welcome. Good to see you. Okay, all right. All right. Hello, Anthony. Welcome. Finally got Alchemortis to run at 3 PS on my Big Mac. Okay. Hello, Jamie. Welcome. Good to see you. Every time I go live on Twitch, at least one person in my chat tries to sell me something. I hate it. Oh, yeah. Hello, Chris. Welcome. Good to see you. Alrighty. The cat is now going crazy now that I've started the stream. Very cool. Very cool. So yeah, I don't know what to do about these borders here. I was animating them with like a noise shader here, but I don't think it's working. I just want to give the boards a little bit more life, but I don't know. I don't know how to do it. Let's see. Play around with some of these properties here. That's probably too big. Noise speed. Okay, let's just try that. Modify the noise texture a bit. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out something else for this. I don't think the animation is working. I've tried to do a lot with this, but I think I'm gonna have to figure that out. But I did make some changes to this that are actually good. So I'm going to, let's see, remove the shader material there. Let me just see what this looks like. So I fixed, there's been some long-standing issues with how the board borders are drawn that I just wanted to fix. These are not... These bottom ones are not correct. I don't think. Let's see. $54 by $55. Oh. Okay. Yeah. So these were not correct. So this needs to go up. Like so. All right. There we go. So yeah, there was a couple problems with the boards. There was no like solid border along the side of the board if it was long or wide. So that's fixed now. And then also what? Actually, I think like a 1x3 board might still look weird. So let me try that. Game debug, override player board dimensions, 3x1. It's probably going to look better than it did before, but let's see. Oops. Yeah, so the problem here is that it's got these little like extra stems coming out here. It looks better than before, but yeah, that's definitely not good. I think I just needed a whole different approach to drawing the board decorations generally, which is something that I'm actively trying to figure out, but I think it looks better than it did before. I made some changes, so we'll keep those changes in place for now, even though it's not perfect. Do I want to keep the shader that I created? I don't think so. What was the shader called? Grid decoration GD shader. So make board decorations static again. And then we're going to do what? Grid decoration GD shader, remove, delete, go. Bye. Okay. All right. Oops. I'm just going to merge that real quick. Are you done being crazy? All right, let's see. Haven't talked about Godot 4.5. We did a little bit in, I don't know, maybe you weren't at that stream. But yeah, there's a lot of good stuff in 4.5. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Do I dare try to do this? I'm just going to close Godot again. Switch to master. Boom. That. Git fetch prune tags. Or prune. Just prune. Okay. Open Godot back up. So yeah, there is a piece of art that I want to do here, which is to do a quiver. So let's do that. This will be an enemy card. We'll make it 1x2. Okay, now we're set up. We're ready to go. It's time for game dev once again. Yes, indeed. Welcome, Jackie Daytona. Welcome back. Shader, go bye-bye, seriously. Cinema time. Welcome, Meep. Good to see you. Okay, cat, you're being very distracting. I think this cat is designed to be just like pulling my focus away from me. Hi. Can you sleep? Do you ever sleep? What are you looking at? Do you ever sleep? I'm talking to you. Do you ever sleep? Okay. All right, let's do a quiver. No, stop. Alrighty. So we'll do something like this. Let's see. Do we want to do like a... Let's see. I'm just getting this in place at a basic level first, and then we will figure out what the heck to do. I think I also want to do some kind of like strap in the background if I can. If I can communicate that anyway. I'll have to see. That'll work. Then obviously we're going to want some arrows coming out. Probably going to want to make this a different color for now. Then some arrows. Okay. Those probably are not tall enough. Do I need to shrink this whole thing? I'm might need to reduce the size of this, generally speaking. So I have more room to show the arrows here. Oh, did I do that on the wrong layer? I don't think that looks terrible. It just doesn't look like there's that many arrows in it. But I don't know if there's anything I can do about that, really. Might just have to make do with that. I might be able to do like an arrow coming out here. I don't think that's going to work either, though. That might be okay. It doesn't need to be perfect. It just, again, needs to insinuate that that's what it is. I think that shape looks pretty good, though, to me. Cat cam. I don't think cats ever sleep in my entire life. In the entire life, yeah. Tell him to take a cat nap. Take a cat nap. He just jumped up on the chair, so maybe it's fine. Hello, Emerson. Welcome back. Drawing a quiver. Also, I've asked about the palette, but forgot time to ask about it again. The palette is called Witching Hour. It's on low spec. Maybe another in the back, in the middle. I don't have room for another one. It's going to destroy the readability if I put another one in here. Witching Hour is a bit different. Have you changed the palette? Nope, I have not. Maybe the handle should be on the upper part. That's not a handle, that's a strap. It's like the strap is like connected to the bottom and it's looping back here and connecting up here. So hopefully that will be made a little bit clearer when I add some shading here. Because I think what I'll do is I'll make this, try to make that look like a metal clasp or something. Okay. That looks good. And then I wonder, is it going to just be as easy as putting some kind of highlight here? Oh, I'm doing this on the wrong layer again. Whatever, I'm just going to merge these down. It's fine. It's fine. Let's change these colors. Oops. Yeah, that looks better. That looks better. Looks more like leather. Okay. still think I need something here. I almost wonder if I can do... something like this, maybe. Maybe? I don't know about that. I'm just doodling. I'm just doodling. Just doodling. Oops. How do we feel about that? Is that okay? No? Yeah. Hello, Zabras. You should find the creator of Witching Hour and send him a playtest invite or something. Ooh, that's a good idea. Can't type on my phone. That's all right. Undertale 10th anniversary. Interesting. The chat delay is back. Is it? Maybe one arrow outside the quiver, angled and in front of it. Oh, that could work. Yeah, that could work. I don't have chat delay. Maybe a pouch in front of it. It's fine, yeah. Hello, Himanshu. It is a quiver. How do you make the comment highlighting thing? It's an app called Social Stream Ninja. Fancy quiver. Nice, I like it. Okay, I think it looks good. I think it was a little bit plain before, but I think this is okay. I think it definitely reads as a quiver, so I'm not too concerned about it. Maybe I'll just put some extra things there. Yeah. Might be in quit while we're ahead territory, you know what I'm saying? Merge down, delete this, do this, kerblam. We'll just straighten out these edges here. You're in the quit while you're ahead territory, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Social Ninja is the app? Yeah. Social Stream Ninja. Okay, let's export the quiver. Let's go back into Godot. And we're going to add that as a new card resource. So now I'm going to need your help brainstorming ideas for the quiver. The obvious idea is give it some kind of bonus when it's next to the longbowman, but I want to make it a little bit more generic than that. This is a weapon. Okay, so minimum notoriety region is 1, maximum notoriety region, we'll keep that as 2. So here, well, I need to add a script first. I can show you some stuff that I made, or some changes that I made. Script, data, card, new file, quiver.cs. I really got to create a tool that sets all this up for me. Maybe we'll do that. That'd be kind of fun. Okay, so now when I go into the board configuration editor, I added some extra stuff here. Yes, indeed. Are you using the Chrome extension or an app? It's a standalone app that you can get. Projects extra attacks executions to other minion cards. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. So I've done this where, oh, I didn't realize this is a scroll window. Look at that. Apply dimensions. So this is my notoriety region box here that I can change. So 0 is the first notoriety region. Uh-oh, I saw a boss get added. That's not good. I think I made a mistake. Oops. That should fix it. I inadvertently had it so that the boss card could generate on any combat board. That's not good. Okay, anyway. 4 apply dimensions, wave function collapse. So 0 is the typical, village peasants. You got the farm animals and stuff. If I turn this up to 1, then we start getting more into the military stuff. So there is overlap, like a carrot can still appear inside of the tier 1, which is the second notoriety region, because, like soldiers need their rations and whatnot, right? But you see arming swords, you see longbowmen, now you got quivers here, pikes, and all that stuff. So you're going to see a lot more weapons. Prisoners are still a thing in the notoriety region 2, because that also makes sense, right? And then notoriety region 3, you get some stuff like, well, yeah, I don't have enough cards really to show it, but you can see that there's definitely fewer card selections here for this region. In the region 3, there's going to be more like clerical, nobility cards and stuff like that. But there are certain cards like these prayer beads that will appear at every notoriety region. So the prayer beads can be used by basically any of the human factions. So yeah, I've got that all set up, and this is tied into the map generation as well. So you're only going to see boards like this in notoriety region 3, and you're only going to see boards like this in notoriety region 2, and you're only going to see boards like this in notoriety region 1. So that framework is in place. So now when I'm creating cards, I can just define the range of notoriety regions that the cards can appear in. And yeah, it's very, very straightforward. Okay. To use that much space on the already tight boards, it needs to be at least as strong as the axe. Right. It's the first time I see you pronouncing Godot the correct way. Oh, those are fighting words. Honestly, enjoy making tooling as much as using them. Yeah, seriously. Is this debug mode? Yes, this is a little debug tool that I have. Basically what this tool does is it hooks into the board generation algorithm that I have, and then I can just press this button a bunch, and that just allows me to quickly you know, smoke test the board configurations to make sure that they're sensible. And also I can see the library of all the enemy cards here, so I can just inspect them individually and read them. So it's just nice to be able to see everything all in one place, you know. Projects 2 turn cooldown reduction and 3 damage to adjacent minion cards is doubled for longbowmen and a bow. I like that. One thing that I was thinking of is like, we now have the ability to do more interesting query patterns. So it could be something like, you know, it grants something to minion cards that are on the edges of the board or on the board border. You know what I mean? It'd be kind of interesting. Which algorithm do you use to make the board configurations? All right. I'm not getting baited. WFC in 2025. I feel so dumb about tools. Even the debugging setup Firebelly has makes me feel I don't know how to use anything to its fullest potential. Yeah, I mean, there's always stuff to learn. There's always stuff to get better at. It definitely helps, but you can still make good games without having good debug tools. Did I miss the weapon stuff from the previous streams? Yeah. Well, sometimes I make cards off stream. And while playtesting, I only got 1 warhorse and a carrot in the enemy thing. The warhorse should not be in the playtest. You might be thinking of the ox here. Unless I inadvertently pushed a change that adds the warhorse, but there should be no warhorse. KFC cool fun cooking. So I actually kind of do want to make a tool that lets me create cards much faster. Maybe we'll do that. That would be kind of fun, wouldn't it? We could use an editor script. The animal thing, IDK what it is. Gotcha, yeah. You'd probably think of the ox here. All right. So, but we need to add an ability for the quiver first, so let's do that. What should the quiver do? So, yeah, obviously buffing some kind of, or minions in some way would be cool. I kind of do want to do... I use a lot of ability projection, though. I don't know if I would do that. I like the idea of reducing the turn cooldowns. Maybe we can do that. Reduce turn cooldowns. Let's do this. To do. Reduce turn cooldown of minions that are on the edges of the board. We're going to try to create that. I think that's a good one. I have no idea how to do this. Windmill. Oh, it should be actually relatively simple. So let's do this. Ability builder. Public static composed ability. Composed ability. Speed. We're going to pass in this configure action here. Return new composed ability speed. We'll do int magnitude. Magnitude here. Then we're going to do configure speed.query options. Scalar. Make additive scalar, that works. Okay. I think that's basically it. The AI did a bang up job, as the Brits would say. Or is that Australians? I don't know. Anyway. So I think that's basically it. So the quiver here, then I'll do this. ability builder dot speed. We'll do something like 2, and then we're going to do configure. So we got query options in here. Let's configure this. Query options dot query directions. So we're going to need to add a new query capability here, which is going to be a little bit interesting. Board inventory component dot query directions. I'm probably going to want am I using this anywhere? Well, I'm not using that anywhere, so let's just remove that. Okay, we're going to do, let's do this. Let's do left edge. Actually, is that even... We'll just do edge for now. Cool. All right, so we got query directions edge. Now we need to implement this in all the query functionality. So we're going to need to do get query description. If query options dot query directions dot has flag query directions dot edge. Maybe I'll rename this to edges. Get edge cells. We're going to need to do that. So let's see. Private hash set vector2i get edge cells. Get card occupied cells. Do I need that? No, I don't think I need this. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. I think this could be simplified because this is iterating over all of the cells, but really you don't need to do that, right? You just need to... It's pretty easy to iterate around the perimeter of a board, but I think I'm going to leave it like this. The reason is because I still haven't decided if I want to allow odd board shapes. So right now all the boards are quadrilaterals, but I don't know if I'm going to make that a little bit more complex. Like I could imagine a situation where your increased board size actually gives you the ability to place individual cells, and that would also increase the power of the tier of the board. So like being able to go into the board size, click, and then it's like, okay, place cells on the board that you want to expand. I think that could be really interesting. So what I'm trying to do is just leave open the possibility that that could happen. In that case, I will need to iterate over all the cells. So we'll just leave that as is. We'll just leave that as is. And then we can just do get edge cells there. So this would be dot edges. And then we can add I think that's basically it. So let's see what that does. Oops. Tool stream, here we go. Yeah, we'll probably do that. That would be fun. I feel like when he says it's simple, it's completely different than when we say simple. Maybe. Maybe. Maybe bind it to work only on archers, or would that be too limiting? I think that would be too limiting. It's a good idea, but okay, look at that. So our edge query is working, as you can see by the what you call it here, the little icon. Reduces remaining turns of minion cards by 1. That's not right. Let's see. This has to be magnitude. Okay, that should work. So I probably want to indicate that that's on the edges of the board here. Let's see if it works though. Oh wait, I'm not done actually. I haven't modified the other query functions, so let's do that. Query affected cells. That should basically be it. I think that's it. Okay, let's try it out. So you can see that that's already working. So you see how it's highlighting all the edge cells there, but if I put the skeleton warrior there, it's not affecting that one. So I put this here, that's highlighting all the edges, but I can put it like here, that will affect that one. It's actually going to affect the skeleton no matter where I put it because they're always going to be touching the edges. So that's cool. Let's see what happens. Well, there's no combats. Okay, here we go. Okay. Yeah, that seems to be working. Now the last thing to do is to check the wave function collapse to make sure that works. I'm on week 3, it's still fat. Oh no. What will this tool do? I thought it was already pretty simple to create new cards. It's just going to set up all the files for me. So the tool ideally will take a card ID, it will create the card resource for me, it will create the script for me, and it will probably fill out some initial variables for me. So I don't have to do as much manual setup. So that's working. That also works. That also works. That also works. Look at that. Looking good, looking good. That one is not doing anything, which is okay. It's okay that sometimes the cards don't do anything. I like that. That works great. Cool. Okay, we're going to call that one done then. I don't think there's anything else to do. Oh, I should probably come up with a way of doing a better language for the querying. So how do I want to do that? I need to basically break down the... Let me think. So here, the problem is it doesn't give any indication about how it targets the cards on the boards. Public string to query string. If tag filter is not equal to card tag dot none, we're gonna do string is equal to string dot empty. String is equal to of description utils dot create card tag keyword. I actually don't know how to do this. Maybe I'll have to do this. I mean, we'll just do this. Var prefix string dot empty var suffix is equal to string dot empty query options dot has no if query directions dot has flag query directions dot edges I don't know, this might be a fool's errand here. So of minion cards oh gosh, this is nutty. Okay. String prefix tag filter suffix cards. Well, maybe this should be, well, let's just do cards suffix. Is that gonna work? I have no idea. So anyway, what I'm gonna do here is now in this speed here, this is gonna be reduce remaining turns. This is gonna turn into speed.queryOptions.toQueryString. Is that going to work? Let's find out. Everyone says cats sleep 1/3 of their life, but I don't think so. Yeah. They spend 1/3 of their time annoying the hell out of us. Could do the artifact health approach. Here's the board size options. If you want larger size, you need to pay for it. Yeah, that's a good idea. How do you do custom nodes like a preset? I don't know to not do. I don't know what you're referring to with the duplication mark. Speak an enchanting table language you can't type. Do those query icons flip to the orientation of the card? The warhorse affects cards to the right of it, right? But that right is left on the enemy board. It is not, no, it's always to the right. So regardless of what visual orientation the card has, it's always to the right. So on the enemy board, it will affect cards that are like quote unquote behind the warhorse. Asymmetrics. Tools like that are such a blessing. What if I set the dimension in debug mode to 100? I think there's a cap on it, like 15 or something. Now you got to remove the quiver from the bowman art. What is he going to do? Have 2 quivers? Ridiculous. Reduce remaining turns of minion cards on the edge of the board by 2. Look at that. So I don't know if that query string is going to be useful. I'll start to use it in other places if I can, but for now I think that's okay. So I'm trying to do as much as I can with plain language describing the query capabilities of the card, and then also have a little icon. I'm not so set on the icon though, it's not that great. Never considered creating resources via code. Yeah, I had it for Gunforge and it was really good. What horrible fun things are happening? We're gonna do some tool work, I think, in just a second. Son of a biscuit, welcome Neozoid. Okay, well that worked pretty good. So I'll just try to use this and expand this later. But for now, it's good. We don't need to go and refactor everything just now. All right, are we going to do some tool stuff? Let's do some tool stuff. I think what I might do is just try to create an editor script. The problem, though, is that I don't know if I can accept. Scripts extending this class can implement its run method, can be executed from the scripts editor's file run menu. While the editor is running, this is useful for adding custom in-editor functionality to Godot. I don't know, because the problem here is I need to be able to accept a name for the card that I want to create. We might do some experimentation here. I'm almost wondering if I can create like a sub-window dialogue that will have a text input that I can listen for. I don't know if you can do that with an editor script though. So we're gonna have to try it. But first we are going to, or I'm gonna take a break, a quick 3-minute break, and when I come back, we're going to give that a shot. It's something new for me, so we'll see how it works, but it'd be super nice if I could create that tool that will just set up all the files for me, so then I don't need to worry about it. I've been addicted to making editor gizmos to help with level design. Yeah, it certainly helps quite a bit. Dialogue for the story? No, a dialogue window for the editor tool. Hello, Schlurgy, welcome back. Do you know what would be cool with this new querying system? You could create cards divided into pieces, kind of like broken cards that you can position on the board to unlock their full potential. Ooh, that's a good idea. That's a very good idea. Okay, I'll be right back in just 3 minutes, and we will continue on. All right, I'm back. Like Exodia. Def's opening the door for Exodia. Is that a Pokemon reference? Oh, oh, never mind. It's Yu-Gi-Oh! We should convince him to add Blue-Eyed White Dragon to the game. I do know that one. I do know that one. All right, let's see if we could do an editor script here. So let's do card creation tool.cs namespace game.util. Okay, this is going to be a tool public partial class card creation tool extends editor script. And we will also make this a global class. Public override void run. Let's just do this. gd.print hello world. Okay, let's build card. How do I open the command palette? Oh, here we go. Card creation tool. Boom. Output hello world. Look at that. Look at that. So we got the hello world working. Let's just do it again. Card creation tool. Boom. Hello world. Okay, so that's working. Now we got to figure out how to create a window dialog. How do I do this? Can I create a new window? A node that creates a window. At runtime, windows will not close automatically. You need to handle it. Okay, so can I create a new window? Var window is equal to new window. Editor interface dot get singleton dot get sub viewport. Oh, pop-up create dialog. That's not what I want. Pop-up dialog. Window. Window. What does this return? Nothing? Okay. Get tree. Let's just do this. Window.getTree.create timer 2f.timeout plus equals window dot. Can I just do a queue free here? Does that work? So if I create a new window, pop up the dialog with that window, and then close it after 2 seconds. Let's see if that works. Card creation tool. It didn't do. Oh, I forgot to build. That's why. Build. Card creation tool. What in the heck? Where is it? Do I need to set a rect for this? Pop-up dialog. Dialog must have no current parent, otherwise the method fails. So let's just do new rect 2 I 0 0 vector 2 dot I dot 1 times 200. Let's do 400. Okay. Build that. Okay. Card creation tool. Oh, it popped up. It popped up on my other monitor though. Okay, let's do 10F. Let's just make this 100. 100. Can I not choose which window dot display? Is there like a monitor? I don't know how to change the window thing, but that's right. Let's build this. Okay. Card creation tool. Boom! I got my little window here. It's like a little window in the editor script. Very cool. And then this should close in a couple seconds here. Hello, Ahmed. Pokemon, yeah. Have you ever seen a cat fall off their cat tree into the bowl of cat kibble, which exploded? Typo, then picked himself up and tried to look as though nothing happened. Yeah, when cats fall, it is like the funniest thing ever because they're like so sure of themselves and like very graceful, and then they just fall, and it's just hilarious. Exodia the Pokemon. Exodia is a card combo from Yu-Gi-Oh! You assemble him with a card being each limb. Oh, interesting. Am I the only one who haven't played Pokemon? No, I have not played Pokemon. I can live with the wave function collapse, but calling the ultimate Yu-Gi-Oh! Reference a Pokemon is too much. Exodia from Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay, alright nerds. Alright nerds, that's fine. So we got this window now, so I should be able to do this. Add child. Let's do this. Var hbox container is equal to new hbox container. Var text edit is equal to new text edit. Var button is equal to new button. Text is equal to create, like so. Then we're going to do hbox container.add child text edit. Hbox container.add child button. Window.add child hbox container. And let's see if that works now. So I don't think I need this anymore. Let's build this. Okay. Card creation tool. Boom, there we go. This is not big enough, but that's okay. I can just close that. Oh, I can't close it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What, close if I... Oh, I have an unclosable window. Alt F4, is that gonna work? Nope. That's unfortunate. I think what I need to do is I need to do this. Window.close requested plus equals on close requested. Private void on close requested. Oh, I need to store the window. I just have this permanent window open that I can't do anything with. Okay, I guess I have to close Godot. That's all right. The nerd is calling me a nerd. The nerd is calling us a nerd. Crazy, yeah. Can't you use Task Manager to close the window? I don't know. Maybe. I could try that, but it's fixed now. So I got my card creation tool. If I close that, that will queue free the window. Very nice. So we need to set a custom minimum size on this. So we'll do text edit custom minimum size is equal to new vector 2. We'll just do, yeah, just something like 300 and then 0. So then we're going to want to do button dot clicked dot button dot pressed plus equals on button pressed. I'm just going to make this easy. Well, maybe not. So on button pressed, we're going to take the name, var name is equal to textedit.text.trim. We'll just also do this to lower invariant just to make sure. And then we will also do window.queue_free. And let's just do this, gd.print name. Cool. All right, let's build that. Okay. We're also going to want to actually do this. Let's do text edit dot changed, text change plus equals on text changed. On text changed. Name is equal to button not, yeah. That works. Cool. Alrighty then. Let's build this. This is pretty nifty. I've never done something like this before. Boom. So we got our card creation tool. So now I can do this. Quiver, like so, create. That will print quiver to the command line, or to the output there. So we're good to go. So now basically all that needs to happen is I need to actually create the card resources. So what I'm going to do is I'll do private void try create card resources. And what I'm going to do first is I'm going to say if using var file is equal to file access dot. Oh wait, do I need to do that? No, I can just do this. If file access dot file exists, private const string card resource path is equal to res resources. What was it called? Resources data card. File exists. Card resource path. I'm going to put a string name here. Name. So we're going to do this. If not try create card resources name, then what we're going to do is we'll just print an error here. We'll do gd.print error. Okay, this needs to be a bool. Actually, yeah, I guess it makes sense to just print the errors here. All right, let's see if that much works. So now when I enter quiver, it should give me an error. I wish I could pop this onto my main monitor, but that's all right. Quiver, create, card with that name already exists. Look at that. Quiver 2. All right then. So that's the basic. So now all I got to do is just make the resources all get created here. So what I'm going to do then is I will just do something like private const string template resource path. We're not going to use template. We'll use training dummy. So what I should be able to do is I should be able to do this. Var resource is equal to resource loader.load card definition resource template resource path. We'll do resource.duplicate as card definition resource. Dupe is equal to this. Then what we're going to do is we'll just say dupe.displayName is equal to, oh, I can't change it. Nor. I do want to keep this private. So one thing I could do is I could use reflection to change it. this display name is private, I want to keep it private. Use reflection to change it. I actually don't know if that's going to work, but we'll see. Is that a 4.5 bug? What is it? What bug? You can use closures or whatever they're called instead of standalone function when dealing with signals. Yeah, I know. I can do that. Easy, he says, staring down the barrel of 100,000 lines of game code. Well, that's the thing, is like 100 line. I wish I could talk. That's the thing. 100,000 lines of code is easy to understand if you're properly writing your functions and properly writing your scripts, you know, following the single responsibility principle. So like, for instance, all of my card querying capability is inside of that query component. And so anytime I need to edit that functionality, all of the card querying functionality of the entire game flows through that system. So I just need to change it in one place, right? Which means that I can just be blind to the other 99,000 lines of code, right? 99,500 lines of code. I don't need to consider any of those things because I'm just making a very narrow change. Oh, this is not good. I'm curious to see if that's going to work though, because I don't want to change the accessibility of this display name, but I do need to be able to change it in this script. Okay, we're just going to say you're done. Cool. So we'll just use that as a test real quick, and I'll clean this up later. So we're going to do resource saver.save. So we're just going to give this a very narrow test here. That was a very Australian sounding no. A true nar, yeah. Not the nar, yeah. It's all right. Okay, so let's do this. Card creation tool. Let's do this. Test. Create. Dang it. Unable to cast object of type Godot resource to type game.data card definition resource. Why not? Why not? Line 27. Oh, card creation tool line 49. Oh, because this needs to be a tool script. Is that gonna create any problems if I make this a tool script? I hope not. Test, create. Oh, look at that. We got a test and it's got my display name test in here. Look at that. Excellent. So that worked. Okay. set reflection, display name, name. String property name, object val. Property name. That's a little bit ugly, but that's all right. It's just a tool script. Set reflection, dupe is enemy, false. Set reflection, dupe, art, null. Set reflection, dupe, tags, card tag dot none. What else needs to be overridden? Dimensions. Set reflection, dupe, dimensions, vector to I.1. Okay. Let's see what that does. That's a lot of red, yeah. Red is good, no. Gonna head to the gym, gotta keep influencing asymmetrics till tomorrow. All right, V, thanks for joining. Always good to see you. Have a good time at the gym. I also have to head out. All right, see you, asymmetrics. Hello, Dragon Apple. Welcome, welcome. All right, let's see. Test. Boom. Create. And it has reset everything. Look at that. So now we've got a blank resource with the name here. So now I want to do one other thing. Write a method that converts a snake case string to capitalized, like snake case. Testing our tool script. Yeah, we're doing tool script. What's the benefit of using this versus just creating the card resource through the editor? Well, it's not just the card resource. It's I need the card resource to be created, and I also need the C# script to be created. So we're going to also need to do the same thing for the C# script. This is just going to streamline my ability to set up all the things that I need for it. And what I might also do is extend this tool script so that it actually duplicates the asprite files too, and will set up an asprite file for me. So that way I can just go into the tool script, say, hey, I want this card. It creates all the prerequisites for the card, and then I can just go in and edit the data. It's just going to streamline some things where I don't have to go and duplicate a bunch of things myself by hand. I want to learn game dev, but it's very difficult to balance my full-time job as a backend developer. Do you have any tips? Yeah, I mean, I think at that point, you just need to try to reduce as much. You just have to try to free up as much time as you can during your day. Because I was a full-time developer too, but I was working remotely, so I didn't have commute time. And so I was able to work on my stuff in the evenings, and then of course on the weekends as well. But yeah, it can be hard to balance for sure. It can be hard to balance for sure. Okay. So this name, we're going to do snake to title name. Build. Let's do test title. create. Boom, look at that, test title, awesome. Okay. So now the next thing to do is we need to duplicate a C# script. I think that's right. Scripts data card, yeah. dupe.pascalid.cs. Yeah, that's right. What is the Pascal ID? Oh, that's going to be tough. ID. Well, I can just do this, actually. This will be name to Pascal case. I think that's basically it. So now we actually need to change the contents of the C# file. How do I do that? Using var, so we'll do this. Using var file is equal to fileaccess.open, new path, file.get as text, text.replace training dummy name.toPascal case. I actually don't know if that's just going to replace or add, but I guess we'll try it. I don't know, let's see. Found out I'm thinking of coding while I'm at work and I'm not a developer in my career. Oh, that's good, yeah. When I get home, I'm sort of burnt out. I want to go straight into gaming. I think I need to be hacked for productivity. Yeah, I definitely understand that. Godot already has built-in functions converting to many different cases. I only use them in GDScript. Not sure if they're accessible. Yeah, they are. I'm using the toPascal case. I just don't know if it has a way of converting snake case to like spaces with capitalization, but maybe. Hello, Vishal. Welcome. Fail to see the need of generating a card script from a tool script though, because the card script is required for the game to run. It's not going to put the contents in there. It's just going to set it up so that I can go and edit it. Card creation tool. Test card. Create. So we've got a test card resource here. And I should be able to see if I go to test card. We've got a test card.cs. If I open that, it did not work. Okay. Save new script, new path. Maybe I shouldn't be doing this script.duplicate. Maybe if I just save this. I may just need to read the, you know what, probably don't even need to do this. Let's do this. Using var file. Let's do original file. Open template script path. I don't even need to use the resource stuff. Okay, so this will be, oops. Using var new file. We'll change this one to read. This will be write. Text equals original file dot get as text. New file dot store string text. Let's try that. So it should be setting up a template for you. Yeah, it's setting up all the prerequisites so that I can go in and create everything. Could you autofill the file with using public partial instead of duplicating? I could. I mean, I could like just store the stuff. Like just the raw string. Card creation tool, test, card, create. Boom, there's our test card now. So now it's got the proper name and it's got the script. So that will allow me to create basically everything that I need to create. Cool. Now let's put it to the test. Let's figure out another card type that we want to make. So I can commit this. What? Is test card still here? Okay. Why does this keep showing up? I don't want you here, test card. Oh, wait. Why does it think there's a test card? Delete. Okay. Add card creation tool, and I can extend this tool to do whatever I need to do. Like set up the Sprite files like I said, but let's see if we can figure out another card. I still need the flavored text for this. But we'll do that later. Let's do another enemy card here. Fletcher, Town Crier, debugging a dev's patience, yeah. Herald, Messenger, Sage, Village Elder, a pumpkin. A pumpkin would be kind of fun to do. Horse dung, drawbridge, horseshoe, sweet roll, ballista. A foot soldier. Trying to think of something that I could do that's like an odd shape. Road sign. I wonder if I have any cards. Let me think. We could do a road sign. Let's do that. Open file. So I'll do the art first, and then I'll use that tool that I created. We're gonna make the road sign this shape here. Okay. I'm gonna mess this up a little bit, but that's all right. Something like that. Okay. Oops. That'll work. A nice chunky road sign. Okay. What if I should put like nails? Like that. Probably should actually be darker than that. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, this one can be pretty dark actually. We'll put this here. Okay. It doesn't look bad, I don't think. Do I want to put like some highlights here? I think so. Put some there, put some there. And maybe just like one there, or... Yeah, that works. How do we feel about that? Gotta go for a meeting. Adios. Thank you for joining, Slurgy. Good luck with your meeting. I think you don't yet have an inverted T-shape. Yeah, you're right, I don't. I should have that. Are we fighting a road sign now? Yes, indeed. It is entertaining. What do you think? Road sign, pretty good? Use some green for the grass around the base. Well, the green I have is not really grass colored. You know what I mean? But I could do that. Let's see. That probably works all right. Modify some of these colors here. How's that? Put Rome on the upper side because all roads lead there anyway, yeah. Don't know about the highlights. I like the highlights. Is Godot 3D good? Yeah, it can be. I mean, I like Godot generally speaking. I'm just not an expert in 3D, so I don't know for sure. But there are definitely people who have made successful 3D games in Godot. Halls of Torment being one of them. I think Halls of Torment is 3D. Unless it's just a very sophisticated 2D. Feel like the top plank might need a bit more. Grass does not have to be green. You're right. Halls of Torment is not 3D. Okay, never mind then. You need to touch some grass. I mean, to get inspiration, yeah. Buckshot Roulette. Yeah, Cassette Beasts is 3D. I think, right? No, I don't like that. Cruelty Squad is obviously the best Godot 3D example. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah. Okay, anyway, there's the road sign. Oops, I guess we'll merge this down. There's our road sign. Cool, so now we can export that as road sign, and now what I can do... Oh, you know what I could do? I could also make this... Well, it's okay. So now check this out. We're going to do that card creation tool. Road sign, create, bang. And now I can do this. Where is our road sign? Quick load. Road sign. Dimensions. This is a 2x2 with an excluded cell of 0, 1. Road sign. This is a... Oh, what is this? Uh-oh, I don't know if I have a really good tag for this. It doesn't have to have a tag, but... You should be able to change the tool pop-up window position with something like window initial position equals window position center primary screen. Okay, I'll try that. That's so cool, yeah. Minimum notoriety region, maximum notoriety region to 1. So, I mean, even though it doesn't, I mean, it's going to have its basic ability, but I can immediately add this into the game now. So if I do test player cards, road sign, uh-oh, Godot crashed. It's a weapon of misdirection. Already worth the time. Yeah, I think it, and if I make it, if I expand it so that it creates like the A sprite files for me as well, I think that that's going to be really, really useful. Especially if I'm going to create like hundreds more cards. Just eliminating that, you know, 30 seconds to a minute that it takes to manually set everything up is going to save a lot of time. It just makes it generally more fun too. I don't think you can discount the fact that, you know, your tools can actually make your experience more enjoyable, even if they are objectively not saving that much time. There's an element of like human perception to it as well, you know? Okay. So now I should be able to see, boom, we got the road sign. I don't have to put tags on cards. It would be kind of weird not to have a tag, but I don't think any of the tags that currently exist fit this. Also, we need an ability for it, so we're going to need to figure that out. Does anyone have any ideas for what the road sign can do? Yeah, skip the boring stuff, yeah. Automating development stuff is almost never a waste of time, yeah. That's definitely true. Let's see if we get some road signs placed. It's probably not going to be likely in this small of a board, but we can see. Oh, the problem is the road sign doesn't have any tags, so I wonder if that's biasing it to like never get placed, basically. Oh yeah, it may not, maybe it needs a tag. I think it needs a tag. So we got to figure out a tag that works best for this. It's definitely not a minion. It's definitely not alchemical. I think either relic or ritual are going to be the best fits. I don't really want to introduce a new tag, but that's out of the question, I guess. I think the roadside should redirect incoming attacks back to the caster, like showing the wrong direction. Infrastructure, yeah. You can have an environment tag, then you can have things like pools of acid or lakes. Yeah, that's true. Misdirection or redirection. Road sign increases the damage the further the player has traveled. Ooh, that might be a good one. What tag? I think relic fits the best, even though it's not a super good fit. So we'll just tag it as a relic for now, I suppose. Is the road sign even here? Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I forgot to tag this as an enemy. Is enemy. And I could put some of those options in my tool as well, so I can just set up some of the initial data. There we go, there was a road sign. A road sign kind of makes sense as a relic, right? Because if you think about like pilgrimages and stuff. I think it fits the best of all the categories. Add some blood on it, make it a ritual, yeah. Are the tags weighted or are they just for generating combos? The tags are, yeah, the reason the tags are important is because it's like, that's how synergies work, is that cards will only affect cards with certain tags. So like this wench, oh, that, never mind, that's not relevant. You know what I could do actually, instead of calling it a road sign? Let me look up something really quick. I'm just seeing if there's a word for something that's like a pilgrimage marker. Oh, here's what I'll do. Check this out. With a simple name change, the relic tag will make sense. Pilgrim. Shoot, I literally just had it. Pilgrim path sign. Done. Now it's a relic. I just changed the name. See? Easy. It has the training dummy heel, yeah. What is a road sign if not a directional crucifix? Yeah. So now it's a pilgrim path sign, and without changing anything about the card, it is now more properly a relic. And it actually fits better into the world now. Pilgrim path sign, easy, done. See, thinking outside the box. Go away, cat, go away. No one wants to talk to you right now. No one wants to talk to you right now. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so I'm definitely gonna need an ability for this because it just has the training dummy heel. I want to talk to the cat. All right. Come here. Come here. Come here. Zombie Biscuit wants to talk to you. Zombie Biscuit wants to talk to you. Where are you going? Where are you going? You wanted attention and now you want to be let down. Really? Okay. What do you want to, yeah. What pretty eyes. Yeah, he's got pretty eyes for sure. Hello, Polaris. Okay, so we can say add initial road sign card. I'm gonna need to come up with an ability for that, but unfortunately I do have to go. I've got something to do very soon. So I'm gonna go do that, but let's just make a note here. This needs flavor text. Oh, the flavor text is gonna be so much better for the road sign now that it's got a new name. Flavor text and ability. Cool. Okay. So that's gonna be it for the stream. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for being here. Very much appreciate that. Seeing you all and chatting with me. And if you want, you can wishlist Alchemortis. It's the first line in the description below. And again, the public playtest is available for everyone, so you can just go to the Steam page, click Request Access, play it. If you want to leave feedback, you can join the Discord, which is also linked in the description. The playtest will be ending on Monday, so you've got a couple of days left. And then it will be a couple of weeks of no play, well, a month or two of no playtest before the next one comes out. So yeah, check out all that stuff. There's also a Patreon. You can support the development of this game, and also my courses available for sale. All those things are linked below. Thank you again, everyone. Very much appreciate that. Very much appreciate you being here, and I will see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern. Okay, bye-bye.